So what I was trying to say is, what do you think is kind of like, think of a scenario where someone, a first person, sang with the mic, and the mic was like very loud, or the person was audible enough for everybody to hear. The person was loud enough, clear, and then another person come pick the same microphone, want to speak or sing. Let's use singing for actually, and the person comes to sing, and then the person is almost as quiet. You know, you look, there's a very noticeable difference in the voice that you get. And so I just want to throw it to us and say, what can we kind of like point out as reason? What do you think might possibly be going on? So person A sang, and then person B sang, and then there's a noticeable difference. In fact, person B have to start asking for volume, or people have to start asking for volume on behalf of person B. You get the point? So it's like the entire, if there's other musical instrumentation that plays along, it seems the musical instrumentation are overshadowing the person. While the first person who sang, the voice was standing, was kind of like was loud enough to sit on top of the musical instrumentation. I don't know if someone have ever kind of like noticed it, if you've observed it, and then what can you point out? It could be anything. You know, nobody can be wrong in this kind of question, except maybe you've not experienced it or you've not thought about it. So let me leave it for anyone that and me to kind of like let me hear your own side of your thoughts.
All right. I think this particular issue is something that happens frequently, and in fact, it's something I experience a lot of times. Even
Okay, please. Sorry. Before you go further, can I cut down the music?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Is it disturbing anybody? Is it disturbing you, ba?
No, it's. I think
Not
regulated.
it's not disturbing at all.
I should leave it, ba?
Yeah, you can leave
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes.
It's okay then. It's okay then. Thank you very much.
All right, so it's something I experience a lot, even in professional setups or gathering, as the case may be. And the problem points directly to just one thing, which is projection. It's just projection. That's just the problem. You know, even in my church, with by God's grace, the good sound system and all that we have, it happens like constantly. The same mic that one of our background vocals uses and complains that the volume is low. If I should go to the same microphone and sing, then I become audible. In fact, sometimes they have to regulate the volume, bring it down, you know. And so it's always a funny scenario, and you know. So I just pointed out to them that it's your projection. You are singing softly. You're not loud enough, and so the microphone could not pick the right frequency for your volume. And it is what you project into the microphone that it gives. That is what it produces. So it boils down to projection, and projection has to do with the volume. Even right now, as I'm speaking, I'm projecting. So I might as well just go down and start speaking as, okay, good evening, everybody. So how was the day? You know, I have regulated my voice. Yeah. So that's the problem. It's projection. And another thing that's that I know, not that I think, that I know causes that is fear, uncertainty, timidity. When you actually project, it's kind of have some effect on your voice, especially when you are not confident of your singing. So most people try to just play safe, especially when they are not even used to the stage and used to microphones, like they don't make use of the stage often. So when they get on stage, they just want to, just be in their shell and just, but when you project, projection gives you that level ground. It gives you that avenue to explore, to explain and express yourself, your vocals. And so for someone that is still practicing, someone who is not sure of what they sing, not sure of their vocals, probably the dexterity and all of that, they will just play safe. And when they play safe, you don't expect too much from them. You will not even hear them. So for instance, I'm singing we are grateful, Lord. We are grateful, Lord, for all you have done for us. We are grateful, Lord. Now, even what I just sang now, to some level, I projected. But if someone who is not even sure would sing the same song, they just sing, we are grateful, oh Lord. We are grateful, so you don't hear them. So it's quite different from singing, we are grateful, oh Lord. We are grateful, oh Lord, for all you have done for us. We are grateful, Lord. So I am confident of my singing, so you could hear me. So that's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's powerful. Okay, I think Bro John has not exhausted all the points. He just simply picked one point, and the point he picked was projection, projecting your voice into the microphone, and then he now went ahead to explain what could cause someone not to project loud enough, and he made mention of fear. He made mention of maybe he's not used to that stage. He's not used to that very particular environment for maybe he's singing there, ministering there for the first time. So the person is maybe either intimidated or timid about the stage, and so that could make the person sing softly. I think that's just one point. You only just kind of like expatiate on that very particular point. So who again can bring in something that you might observe that has to cause people? I think we just have someone join us. Our officer in charge, our senior officer, Sir Blessing is right here with us now. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome,
Yeah.
sir.
So I think his audio is yet to set up. He's yet to set up his microphone. So from what you've said so far, from what he has said so far, he brought up this point from me asking the difference in two persons singing into the same microphone. The first person sang and it was loud enough, and then second person comes to sing and it is like, oh, we need to give this person more volume. In fact, one of the things you also notice that the more volume you give the person, the quieter the person gets. So do we have any other point that we can add to what bro John, our Sam J, just said? Next person, please.
Okay. All right. Just like you have said, there is a point also I want to bring out from that part of projection. I think our voice strength also, individual voice strength also matters in that case, because the way or how long or how far a person can sound differs from how well and how far another person can sound. So I think the strength of our individual voice also matters. There are some people that there is, no matter how they shout or they try to scream and shout, it will sound as if they are not even making an effort at all. And meanwhile, some, you won't see the expression on them, but when they say that word, it will be as if they are in a lab in an empty room, and now the way they sound, everything is now coming out with echo and everything. So I think that one is there also. And also regarding that also, I think in a way he said that what's it called, for the fear part. Yeah,
Yes.
for the fear part, I would like to express more on that. On that, I would like to go on that to say it is for those who, like, I won't call them beginner actually like that, but let me call them intermediate now, because let me call them those that are intermediate, because he mentioned something that in a professional setting also, that they experience such, which also I have witnessed a lot also. So now, can we say that the professionals too, they are scared in that sense? also. So I think in that case of the professionals, number one, it might be coming from that part which I mentioned, which is their voice strength. And another way which I think it might be coming out from is the microphone itself also. It's possible also the way we handle the microphone also matters. How we place it, the placement. Some will use their hand to cover the top of the mic. So the sound, because they believe that when they cover it like that, they've gathered the oldest thing. So the middle part would be bringing out the sound for them to understand well. And some will hold it from the mic handle itself also. So I think that one is another thing I can see to that also. So that is where I'm going to stop.
That's nice. That's nice. Powerful enough. That's powerful enough. Vocal strength, individual vocal strength differs, and then mic handling also differ. And then you also pointed out that it might not necessarily be fear that is making some people not sound loud, since already we know that voice quietness also happens even in professional settings. So professionals, having done it for a long time, are not necessarily that afraid. It might not necessarily be fear that causes them to sound a little bit quiet. Okay, those are good ones.
Sorry, another thing, in addition, sorry,
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
I've witnessed this. Sometimes when we rehearse in the evening, probably Saturday, we are trying to rehearse for church service on Sunday. The way
Yeah.
we sound during rehearsal, by the time we get to church in the morning, the following day, we kind of sound, everything sometimes sounds different also. So I don't know how I'm going to put this also. Probably the, should I call it the climate condition or the, I don't know how to put that part actually. But now we've gone everywhere in the morning, we've stressed ourselves, we've done a lot of things. So by the time we are come in the morning, we've slept, we've relaxed our voice, but we just pick up the mic and want to start singing also. I think that will come from vocal warm-ups also. And also, in addition, I think just like the one that happened to me also this Sunday, is when you try to use another key, which is not your actual key, you're trying to sing on another key. So also that can cause it because you've not practiced on the key. You don't know how high you can crescend or how low you can descend in terms of your scaling also. So I think that one too can have an effect.
Very, very, very true. Very, very, very true. Very, very salient points. Vocal warm up can affect us. Key change can affect us. The activity of the day, evening, a key that is convenient for someone in the evening can turn out to become a little bit not smooth early in the morning. In fact, a key that could be convenient for you in the afternoon, around maybe around that 1, 2 o'clock, might turn out to be a little bit too easy for you, maybe towards in the evening. And this thing could be up or down depending on the spectrum. I think those are good points, strong points. And these are small things that though we know them, it came from us. But now that you are saying them, they are becoming kind of like we are reinforcing them. We used to know it, but now that you are saying it, we get to know it again. And these are the kind of things that if you say it over and over, it becomes something that you don't actually have to scratch your head to want to remember them. They become part and parcel. So like mic handling, our bro Timmy mentioned mic handling. So one can use it as part of your preparation to maybe enter stage. Soon as you enter, collect the microphone you want to sing, you're already telling yourself, okay, this is how I should handle the mic so that my voice can come out better. I must avoid holding the mic this way so that my voice will not disappear. So those small things, if you keep singing them, if you keep rehearsing them, if you keep saying them in a kind of discussion like this, they become easy etiquette for us to kind of want to use for our administration, for our live performances. Okay, Eldino, do you have something to say? Let us hear you, brother.
Good evening. It's Adetim AY.
Oh, my main man.
I just want to brush us about what brother John and brother Timmy has said. They both make a point on what they said, and it affects singers a lot when they are singing But bro John made his statement the other time that the projection, that matter most. If you are a singer and you know how to project your voice, it will sure. Even there are some spaces that there will be no mic, but if at least as a lady said, you should know how to control your voice. You should know how to project to some extent. If you know how to project to some extent, no matter how the mic wants to be, like you will try your best to know that maybe the fault is from the mic or it's from your key of the song you are singing. So that will occur also. And about the second one that bro Timmy said, he said the key. Yes, that's very important. If you are not singing on your convenient key, it will surely affect your projection of your voice. Because maybe you have been like you have been familiar with a one key or two key, and suddenly you just change the key, or the keyboardist mistakenly change the key. So, and you want to carry high pitch, so that will affect the projections also. So it won't let the projection come out very well. So it will be as if you are singing in an up-ed or what. And bro Timmy make mention of something like you are not singing with your voice, really voice, you are just singing with your high tone voice, which is not very good. So it will be like the voice is not coming out. People will not hear what you're saying very well. But if you are singing on your convenience key, so it will make you project, go to any extent. And practice also differs too. Practice is very important in when you are singing. If you want to train your projection, you will have to practice very well. So practice also make it very essential there, that you must have to practice on maximum as a chorister, 2 key, 3 key. You should be able to practice yourself well. So even if you find yourself in anywhere that they might just set a competition and you should play in a key, so you'll be able to flow around. And if you use that nowadays, that's when you are using mic. Then the Mr. Peter before that win 3,000 so waiting they use.
Ordinary
no be mic no dey there. Now ordinary
mic.
That one they get speaker for inside. So at least at least we should know how to. Even Jesus said when you feed 3,000 or 5,000 with bread and fish, you know use mic.
Very.
Now waiting, I just try to let us know be that. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other person want to follow with that, brothers? I'm contribution.
Good evening,
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay, let me quickly tip in this. We have already said most of the thing, and it's a nice point. And what I want to add is that most singers have this lackadaisical behavior in the sense that they don't like projecting when they handle mic. They will just believe that the engineer will be able to set the engine to the tune of their voice so that when they sing, the thing will come out, not knowing that even the mic self, if you don't sing to the mic will not come out. So most of them are fond of this thing. They have this confidence that I will not stress myself. I will just anything I just said, the engineer will set it for it to come out in the speaker. So that's one of the mistakes most of us do.
That's a strong point. Reliance on how do I put it now? Reliance on engineer.
The sound engineer.
Yeah, reliance on sound engineer. That's a good point. In fact, some people kind of like get away after they have managed to carry out the administration finish. For them to console themselves, they now say, "That engineer, Jerry, no really give me volume." I like some, like there are some administrations, some choir we go to, and the sound did not favor them the way they expect it. The sound was not that as loud as their own. They are from their home church. They will just end up just saying, okay, now maybe 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 one, somebody sang, a particular choir sang, and it was loud and cheerful, and everybody was full of dancing and shouting and singing along. Only for our own choir to come and sing, and the whole place is down quiet. And the next thing we will now, when we are done with our own administration, the next thing we'll go and talk at the backyard with that sound engineer do Pasha. Yeah, as soon as it was our own turn, he now turned out the volume. When it was so church choir, the volume was okay. He even gave them more volume. So people have a way of consoling themselves by blaming either the sound or blaming the microphone or blaming the sound engineer. And then what they always forget is that what Sam J said earlier is that if your attitude shows in your voice, or your voice actually tells your attitude, it goes a long way to tell people that that you are hiding something. It goes a long way to tell of your confidence. So when we are not loud enough, it shows either we don't know that song, or we are not happy doing that thing, or we just felt like someone sent us that errand. So we just do them anyhow, Jerry, we come up for the air. So it shows when we don't project. And then our brother that just contributed before our Broini, he said that practice can improve our vocal projection. Practice can improve our vocal projection, and that's what this very particular session is all about. For us to tell ourselves that we can improve from where we are. If you have a particular favorite key that works well for you, that very particular favorite key might be a limitation, because the day that keyboardists will make mistake and enter another key that you did not prepare for, you end up struggling, and that will end up messing up your administration in one way or the other. So that means that if we have mastered one key, whether it is key F, we should start seeing how we can learn and know how to sing the neighboring key, whether it is going to be key F or it's going to be maybe key E. Any key, the neighboring key. So just keep spreading. Either you after mastering key F, you now see how you can know key G or know key E. And then after you've known key E and F and G, you can now start to see how you can also add key A to it. So practice is going to help us. Even that key F you thought you know very well and you master very well, that key F will now ring out very, very much more beautiful. Anytime you sing on your key F like this, it is like, wow, this brother have a good voice. But yet, if you still sing on key A, you still shine. If you sing on key E, you still shine. But each time, because you started with key F, each time you sing key F, you are like, wow, where this brother did since. So our effort to improve our vocal, improve our voicing can actually help us, and that's what this session is all about. So we have all pointed out what could happen or what could be the reason why singer A sang and it was loud, singer B came sing and it was very quiet. So we have all made good contributions. I don't know if someone have any other point to make so that we'll round off from this topic and pick something else and then we'll close for the day. Do we have any other thing to contribute?
Yeah, let me say something regarding that again. After identifying the problem, and we made provision for a solution, which is practicing. Now, we can believe what if in the sense where we are having, should I call it do, or whereby your person, like this person will take the solo and that person will sing, then you pass it on like that. And now the key you are singing on was not that convenient enough for you, like it's making your projection low. In that kind of situation, I'm just trying to bring out another scenario regarding how to solve this kind of problem when you find yourself in that kind of situation now. Sorry, my network.
Yeah, we lost you for a while. So come back, please.
Okay, yeah. The summary of what I'm just trying to say is when we find ourselves in that position already, the next thing is look for how we can connect with the musicians on modulating to the key that will be convenient for us. You can modulate to the next key and still not find yourself convenient enough in terms of projection. So you can still communicate with them. So while we are practicing on the key, that is our key, our strength key, we have to work with the other keys also and learn how to modulate to other keys, because if we find ourselves in that kind of situation, that's a way we can escape through instead. Because if you have 30 minutes to sing and you've only spent 5 minutes already, which means if you can't modulate, that means it's going to affect your singing throughout the whole 25 minutes left. So that's just what I want to add to that.
That's powerful. That's very, very powerful. That's powerful. Does someone want to add something to it? You have any other contributor?
Yeah, what I want to add is most people, when they don't know the song, like when they are not too familiar with the song, that one too do affect their projection. Like if they don't know the lyrics of the song, or they are not too conversant with the song, so that one too do affect projection when singing.
So solution now, in that case now, that one doesn't really need much voice training. That one simply need
just to get yourself acclimatized with the lyrics of the song.
Yes, my brother, I like the way they shoot grammar, like Jare. Acclimatize yourself with the song, Jare. That brother, you see, there's that brother where that brother name where they blow trumpet to. You don't like to listen to your grammar. Well, each time you just won't speak, like you just say wait, and you will soon blow grammar now. Listen.
Brother Kenny.
Kenny.
Kenny, is it Kenny? No, be Kenny before Kenny. The other one now. The other one.
Okay,
Maybe Samson. Bad Samson. Alpha, when last did you hear from the guy? Is it the Rosva?
This will be first week of this month.
Okay, a nice guy. Okay, so that's the point. Know the line of songs you want to sing, and many times it is true. We are singing songs. We are singing one of the songs we know, and then there's this song that keep ringing in our head. In the list of songs that we're singing, there is this song that will keep ringing, and that song is so tempting that before we know it, we open our mouth and start singing it, and yet we don't know the complete lyrics of the song. And then it will now get to a point where we now start hoping that the backup singer will help us to sing it, or anyhow one miracle will just happen, and before you know, we start chewing mouth. And so the mic that was loud when we were singing, I just want to say Baba oh Eshe, now start sounding very cool when you are singing someone else's song. So those kind of things can actually contribute. So but this very particular point where if you don't know the lyrics, your volume might start getting low. Those are kind of like once in a while kind of situation. The point we're actually making was right from the start, right from the word start. The person who picks the microphone is sounding too quiet. You get the point? That's the point we actually started building on. We understand that yes, situations like not knowing the lyrics actually cause that, but the first song, normally when anybody opens his mouth to want to sing, the first song you want to sing, at least that person's supposed to know it. But yet when some people sing their first song, it becomes very quiet. And then that's how we came about with all these interesting points, mic, fear, confidence, voice strength, personality, vocal personality, and then we'll talk about key change. We'll talk about the period of the day, whether it is morning or night or evening. It could also affect our voice. So those are the kind of points that came up. Then our brother also mentioned recently, just now, that we should be skillful enough for us to know how to transition from one key. Maybe we're singing on a key that was not convenient. All you need to do is signal to the instrumentalist, and then the instrumentalist give you a new key, and then you now raise your voice into a new key, or you slant your voice down to the new key. So whichever way, that is why we are having this kind of session. This session is for us to kind of like tell ourselves what are the tricks that we can employ in our singing so that we can get better at what we are doing. So we cannot do because it doesn't make sense for someone to want to start praise and worship and he has 30 minutes to go, and right from the moment he started singing, in the first 3, 4, 5 minutes he has changed like 3 keys. So that means that the congregation is already preparing themselves for the worst kind of praise and worship for that Sunday. So these are small things that do happen, and many people, it so happen that it's so painful that some people are changing key while singing praise and worship and they don't even notice it. So now this kind of discussion can help someone to start to pay attention and say, okay, does it mean that I do change key? Because some people don't really know, all these things you are saying might actually sound strange to some people, that someone can be changing key without knowing he's changing key. He was singing on the key F. In less than 30 seconds, he's already singing in key G. And just when the keyboardist or all the instrumentalists move on to key G, the person is singing in key A. And when they all move to key A to follow him, the person is singing on key C already. So if you stop, it is when you stop following the person now stay on that key C. You guys are on key A, the person is still singing on key C. If you make mistake to follow the person and go to key C, the person now move to key D. Very interesting.
You go tire now.
Very interesting thing, honestly. Honestly, guys, thank you very much for this contribution. We actually had, let me round up. We actually had to know our vocal range. The discussion we're supposed to have today was to be a vocal range, for us to know our vocal range. How convenient should a key be to us? If it is me, what key will be convenient for me? And if it is alto, what key will be convenient for an alto singer? If it is a tenor singer, what key will be convenient for a tenor singer? How many keys should a tenor singer be familiar with? How many octaves should a tenor singer be familiar with? That's what we wanted to treat today. And Bro Timmy was very prepared. Bro John was also very prepared for him to put into practice what we've all wanted to present. And it so happened that we actually have to do it the soft way first. The music theory will still definitely come. And but today it turned out that our turnout is what you have today, and the discussion we had today is very beautiful. We still learn something today, and so we don't have to flog it beyond necessary. This program is supposed to be just roughly 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes max, and I think we're getting close to a point where we'll have to just call it a day. And before we call it a day, I would just like to give a shout out to our provincial coordinator, choir coordinator. He's very supportive. He has showed up in person too, and by God's grace, he's one of the people that I've slated to also present, to also feature in this very particular program. He's also going to do justice by giving experiences and sharing tips on what people should do or what people could do for them to actually sing better. It's actually a very well, you don't just wake up one day and someone just carry a big responsibility as choir coordinator, provincial coordinator, and give to you. No, you must have some serious belt around your waist. So he is very good at what he does. Apart from singing, he does MC very, very well, fantastically well, tapistically well. The man is good, honestly. The man, you just need to see him. He will tell you, our bro Blessing will just tell you, say, he will say, my voice is gone, my voice is gone. But when you call it the microphone like this, you know, go believe in a person voice, when a person voice don't go with that, you will turn the environment upside down. Man of God, I don't know what happened to your mic, but I know you want to say something, but your mic is not active. We are not hearing you. So please have your finger crossed. Any of the episode that we're going to have shortly around the corner, you're going to feature in it. You give us your wealth of knowledge, wealth of wisdom. We'll definitely appreciate it. So, bro, who is speaking? Please go ahead. There's Josephine. Who is Josephine? Hello, we are hearing you loud and clear.
Yes, I just joined the program, not quite long. I've been listening to the program.
Yes, it makes sense, ba?
Yeah, very, very well, sir.
Okay, I think I want you to identify yourself. Can you just give us where you worship, and then I don't know any other information you might likely want to give to us too, but at least let's know where you worship.
Yes, I worship at Higher Ground Parish.
Oh, Higher Ground, yes. That makes sense.
3.
That makes sense.
I'm among the region choir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's wonderful. Are you the choir coordinator there?
No, I'm just a chorister there.
Okay. So what voice do you sing? What part do you sing?
I sing soprano.
Oh, that's wow. Soprano, the one that you kind of like the sacrificial soprano, the one that when you sing, people will believe God, say, yes, this sister is ready to give a sacrifice of praise. Yeah, I hope you are not one of those that kind of like you are reserving your voice for a special occasion, you know?
No. To God be the glory.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. That's lovely. That's lovely. Honestly, because every singer that knows how to sing out their heart, it will show in their voices and it will show in their personality. And that's what this program is all about, for us to kind of encourage ourselves to get out of our shell and push that voice. That you have to use that voice as if you want to spoil it. It is when we now push that voice as if we want to spoil it that it now get beautified. Anybody that pampers their voice will not, they are not doing their self well. Anybody that pampers their voice. So Madam Josephine, thank you very, very much for coming around. And we keep, you just be on the lookout. We are going to have another one next month, and then you join in, and then we'll get to learn more about vocal range. We're going to get other tips like that. Today we were talking about microphone usage, how person A used the microphone and it was sounding very okay, and then person B came to use the microphone and nobody's hearing the person B very clearly, and they have to start giving the person B more volume and more volume, and yet the improvement is not showing. So thank you, Madam Josephine. You are blessed for coming, for hanging around with us. There's some Oluwaseyi. Let's get to hear Oluwaseyi. Please, can you just say hello to us, Oluwaseyi? Oluwaseyi.
Put the almost here, Joe.
Okay, guys, I think it is 9 o'clock already. Some of us like to sleep around 9, and I think let's wrap it up here. There's more time for there's going to be plenty of this kind of episode for us to have deep-hearted discussion, and then also introduce some technicality of music into what we are doing. So today was on a soft side, just talking about the practical things that do happen and what you can do. And I think what I'll do next time we want to meet, I'll wrap it up. I'll make sure I'll kind of like furnish these tips very well. I'll give a recap of what we did. So when next we meet, I'm going to recap this discussion we had today and make the point very clear, so that those that will join us next time will benefit from it as well. Okay, guys, should we call it a day? Bro John, should we call it a day?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, my guy. Thank you very much. Inye.
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
Timmy. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Mr. Oluwaseyi, or is it Miss Oluwaseyi now? We've not heard of you anyway. Miss Josephine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you a Mrs. or a Miss?
A Mrs.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Regards to our family, ma.
Thank you very much. I was trying to say something. A call came in.
Oh, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
There are times I'm singing, my voice will just cease.
Okay.
When I sing a high tone.
Yes.
So I've been experiencing it for some times now. I don't know what to do about that.
Okay. Do you have instrumentalists? Do you play with? Do you have instrumentalists that play along with you?
No, it's when we are rehearsing in the choir.
Okay.
Yeah. And at times when we are ministering and when I'm singing a high key.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Could it be tension? Are you tensed? As at the time you are singing, are you tensed?
Not really tensed. I'm not tensed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it so happened that when each time you want to express yourself beyond the comfort zone, you now have your voice affect you, right?
Yes. Actually.
And so that means apart from, it could be any of the things, but I think personal practice will actually help, so that that place and we need to also get to know what key is convenient for you. There are some keys that are convenient for us based on that will help us sing the kind of song we want to sing. So there are some songs that require a particular kind of key that you have to sing.
All right.
And
Okay.
I've not actually given solution yet, so I'm just speculating.
All
And
right.
the solution I actually want to give is do you have instrumentalists? Do you sing with keyboardists?
Yes, I used to speak with a keyboardist
Okay.
at home.
Okay. So does the keyboard know so does the keyboardist know your voice? Knows your knows the key that is good for you? Has he recommended a key that is good for you?
No, the keyboardist is just practicing, not really good at it.
Okay. Okay.
He- He's learning.
Okay. Okay. The next question I would like to ask is that if you were to be given a key, if I should tell you that okay, the key that is good for you is key E, will you remember to be telling keyboardists? Can you remember it and be telling that I'll be telling anytime you want to minister, will
Yes,
it
I'll
be okay
say
for you
yes.
to tell
Key, key
and
E.
tell them, yeah, give me key E.
Key E, all right.
Uh-huh. So, but
Okay.
that's not a solution for now because all I'm believing God for is that
Yes.
well, I should be able to meet you in person, then
Okay.
and then we now go through some series of practice and try keys
Okay.
that are convenient for you. So maybe I'll give you like 3 songs. You sing three
Okay.
songs. Out of that 3 songs, we
Okay.
now check which key gives you
Will be
problem,
comfortable. All
and
right.
then we now find out which key will be comfortable for you. That's how we now end up to
Okay.
say, okay, oh, it's going to be key E that is convenient for you, or it is going to be
Mhm.
key D that is convenient for you. So once we prescribe that key,
All right, sir.
you will now be using that key to do your administration. Anytime you go, anywhere you go, you just tell the person, say, oh, please give me key so, and the person gives it to you, and then that should help you.
All right, sir. Thank you
Uh,
very much.
it's okay, man. Don't worry. With time, we're going to get to meet in person, and then I will help you more.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's okay, man.
I'm grateful.
It's okay,
Yeah.
man. It's okay, man. Thank you very much. So this is where we'll
Okay.
call it a day, and we'll get to see some more. So, madam, please, to do for us not to for me not to start looking for how to get to you. I don't know how you
Yes.
can. Just call your phone number. Let me write it down so that I'll give you a hi on WhatsApp. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
guys.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Felix.
All right. Okay.
Felix.
I'm
Felix
happy to
Oko.
meet you. Thank you.
It's okay, man. Thank you. Happy to meet you too.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
guys. Let's call it a day. Let's go and rest. It has been a good day today. Okay, guys. Bye.